What's going on, guys? This is Craig Tech 360, and today I want to show you how to get into that keg. Alright guys, first and foremost, thank you for clicking on this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So this is a keg I've been seeing on Google. I looked it up myself trying to find how to get into this thing. I found this today. It was full of wine. It's a plastic keg, okay? It had the little pump thing on it with the nozzle and all that stuff like that. So I found it and I was trying to figure out how to get into it, and I couldn't find nothing. Nobody really knew how to get into it without destroying it or tearing up the pieces that go on the top here. But I made a video just for you guys to show you how I got into it without destroying it. All right, so this is your plastic keg. Like I said, I found this one. It was half full of wine when I got it. Oh my goodness, it stunk. But because I'm not a wine fan. But a lot of people I've been seeing online trying to figure out how to get into this, get this lid off so they can maybe rinse it out, clean it, and reuse it. So like everything else I look at it as, okay, it went together somehow, it's gotta come apart. But I got to looking and paying attention to this up here, and something seemed a little off. And if you look, I've already got it apart, but this piece right here, the center piece with all this in it, and this outer ring are two separate pieces, okay? So they're two separate pieces. So basically what I had to do is I had to go around all these right here, and there's little pins in there, like little pins. And you have to put a screwdriver pretty much in each one of them, because there's like a lip in there that these pieces right here clip onto. So let me go ahead and pull it off since I already got it loose. Okay. So I broke this side, which I don't think it's gonna be a problem just because I broke that one, but this one's still good and all the rest of these are still good. So I don't think that's gonna be an issue. But when these things slide down, there is a lip right here that they snap onto. So you basically have to get a screwdriver in all of these and kind of pry out. Now you don't want to break them, so I was using, like I've got a bunch of these little Milwaukee screwdrivers, and you have to kind of go in at an angle and kind of pry out just a hair and get those pried out. Now there's also another little gadget on here you got to look for, and that's this little guy right here. I know you may not be able to see it. Just there, white. Let me see. So you got this little nook and cranny right here too. You have to make sure you get a screwdriver in there, because that's another catch. And once you get all these loose down here around the bottom, there's a catch in here as well that'll keep you from pulling this lid up. So that's basically what you gotta do. You gotta get little screwdrivers, and you gotta pry each one of these out to get it over this little lip right here. And once you do it, you just pull that off. I can do it with one hand. Pressure on it, no? There we go. And it all comes out. So yes, I'm in the bathroom because this was wine, and I didn't want to make a mess on the carpet. So, but once you get it all back done and rinsed out, you just take it and you hit it real good, push that back down to seat it, and then you'll take this ring and you'll kind of line it back up. You'll figure out where it needs to go. You'll figure it out, and just take it once again, boom, hit it real hard with maybe you maybe do like a piece of like a 4x4 with like a rubber mallet or a baby sledge, and reseat that. Now it is kind of a pain in the butt just because you're going to do that every time, and eventually these little clips are going to wear out eventually, and they're going to end up breaking. So your best advice would be, or my best advice was, to find something that you can attach somehow to that. Figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll use, I don't know, something, I don't know, some kind of lid that unscrews. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's how you get into it without destroying anything, and you're able to reuse it. When I found it, it actually came with the whole pump and everything, so it's kind of neat. So yeah, that's it. All right, guys, so that is the video. I hope it helped you out. Like I said, I didn't see much online about it, so I figured I'd make something for you guys. Just be careful, because those things, and depending on how old it is, that little white ring around it could break, but mine didn't, so I lucked out. But that's how you get into it without destroying it. That's the only way I found, because nobody else seemed to know how to get into it. So if you have any questions or comments, comment below. Don't argue, don't fight. Until next time.